All right. You know what? I remember last time I wanted to have it over on my other monitor for any time, but I got in the way of it. So let's keep it here too. But pause it there. Ooh, as a thought. What if I pop it out over my other monitor? Great. So now my other monitor has Twitter, it has Twitch chat, and it has Titan Slack. All right. So what we are building today is going to be Google Analytics. And so first thing I did was take a look at what does the first result come from when you're looking at a Google Analytics plugin for WordPress. And so I just kind of grabbed a couple screenshots from there just for inspiration for things. We've got a full width card here that looks very similar to a lot of the trend reports that Nova provides out of the box. So that might be a thing. We've got they have a dashboard that's like would be a tool. They've got individual cards for different things, and so not all these things are doable. Like for example, this kind of card we can't do right now without manually setting the height. But I figure we can at least like pick a couple wins. So first thing I want to do, hey Chris, hey Blackburn 1911. So the first thing I want to do here is figure out what would be like the first most useful thing that would be as simple as possible to do user experience wise, because I think there's going to be a lot of work to be done just with pulling in the data. So I'm thinking like maybe just one really simple card like this, which is like basically a trend, but I don't think that the Nova trend cards can pull external API data. I don't think. So we probably won't be able to rely on them, but we could probably steal their styles. So what I'm thinking is, first thing we're going to do is actually just make the plugin. So let's clone down the repo that I made, which is called Nova Google Analytics. Clone empty repository, that's fine. And actually what we're probably going to do is uses Nova. That's the one we pulled down yesterday. And I just remember that there's some new stuff in Nova, some bug fixes. So I'm going to see if it's easy enough the way I was set up for me to pull it down from I basically pushed my Nova up to a master branch. So I want to see if I can, I think I updated that, or a private repo. So let me see if I updated that real quick. Keeping this all secret because it shows you all my stuff. I just want to pull the latest version of Nova, basically, and then we'll generate the card. All right, so git hey, Brocard Jr., welcome back. Okay, I think we have the latest version of Nova now. So let's come in here, and we're going to do art Nova card, I believe. We're going to start there. And TitanCo slash, hey Foxpat, welcome again. Welcome from Mexico. All right, Nova Google Analytics. And yes, we want the NPM dependencies. I'm guessing sometimes you're going to say no to those because maybe you're developing without internet or something like that. So hey, Alex. I think Bowers Bros, even though it says Bros on it, is just one person. And I think that person's named Alex, but I've never quite known because it says Bros, so I'm not sure. Hey, Raph, what's up, man? Hey, where'd you get the cool mock-ups? No, I copied this. This is the Monster Insights WordPress plugin. I'm going to be 100% honest. I just open up their sales page and I just pasted down some stuff just for inspiration. For those who are just showing up, what I want is I want to pick one card and make that one card really good. But this isn't going to be a one card plugin. This is going to be maybe the first package or one of the first where it has multiple things. And I actually want to ask the team what the things are, because I don't know what a good word is to describe the world that includes a resource in a card or whatever, but item or component. But a package, reason we named it Laravel Nova or Nova packages is because a package could have multiple of those. So the goal for this Google Analytics one that we're building right now is to have potential of multiple things included in this one package. And someone might pick or choose. They might say, well, I want this card, but not that card, or something like that. So, all right, back to y'all. I say no because I'm run npm in Windows and ours in Linux. Sure, totally on that. Hey, Kretje. Correct. His name for a very long time ago, 12 years, when me and my brother shared gaming accounts of Tribal Wars. No one else after that. Cool. Hey, Lee, good to see you again. For you not to call me Bowser. Oh, yeah, I mean Bowser. Yeah, exactly. A sessions card, a page views card, that kind of stuff. What's up, Seropian? Someone tell me what on earth... Oh, Twitch Prime. My guess is this means you do a lot of twitching. Hey, what's up? I didn't know you were a Twitcher, my friend Noxie. We're getting Team Europe here today. Okay, so let's keep this going. Kind of want there to be a Nova version of this that's like no interaction, so that I don't have to say yes to all these. So when you connect to Amazon Prime, which I have, to Twitch, basically free. Did not know that. There's still no air conditioning in my office. Thank you for asking. But they said it's going to be fixed tomorrow. So Twitch Prime, yeah, cool. I had absolutely no idea. Okay. So remember from yesterday, when you create some of them, but not all of them, but among them, what it does is it pulls over, it basically pushes it in Nova components. So the interesting thing is this is the first time we're going to be making multiple components in things. So I don't actually know how to do that. I've never tried it before. So, hey, down under, 8:30 in the morning, heat's not so bad. Yeah, exactly. And AC working. Hey, what's up? So yeah, the big question is like, how do we put for now? Let's just make 2 cards. I want 2 cards in a Git repo. How do I do that? I'm not actually sure. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull open the docs. Oops, that's not what I intended to do. Andres, what's up, man? I've sent a PR into Nova for dashboards. It's discovered you will be creating. Oh, okay, cool. So let's pull this up and let's go to the docs. Nova.laravel.com/docs, and let's see if we get anything about delivering a package that has multiple entities in it, or whatever those things, whatever we want to call those things. So I can know that we can put a card in there. I'm wondering. Let's look at the shape of a card. Actually, to me, this thing right here is meant to be a single card, not multiple cards. But it's possible that's not actually true. So let's look. We've got a card component. So maybe if we made it not a card component, but like each of the cards have different names. Hey, Jason. All right. So let's. Like, I wonder if this should be a card, and then my package that has multiple cards should pull in this, or I'm actually going to pause y'all real quick, and I'm going to go ask David Tempill what he planned for that. I have a package that will be delivering more than one card. If anybody knows if any of the existing Nova packages do this, that'd be cool, because we can just go see. But I kind of don't think any of them do yet. So, are there any examples of how best to do that? For example, is there a preferred directory structure for that? Do you expect each card to be a separate Git repo, and the one package pulls them all in? All right, while we try to figure this out, let's go back to the chat. Oh, so someone's saying, I don't know why this is still open. Does Nova packages, oh, hey Jason, Does Nova packages fetch, say, updates like packages? There's issues in the README of some of the packages. Fix the repo but not display Nova packages. So right now, Nova packages actually has its own. Oh, y'all can't see this. Sorry. Nova packages actually has its own uh, description. Let me just show you. When you're working on a package, oops, let's edit it. You have a description field and an abstract field and an instructions field. We're almost definitely going to get rid of the description and instructions field and just replace them with pulling the README. But right now it doesn't actually do that, which is why if anybody changes anything in the README, it doesn't. It's not in sync right now. So oh, this is brand new. So that's why it might be out of date for some folks. If we can pick, yeah. Okay, cool. So no answer on this question of how to have multiple cards. Let me just see if there's anything in the documentation about a package that will deliver multiple cards and how we're actually expecting to do that. Because I'm not sure. See, the fact that I generated this and it says a Laravel Nova card, that makes me think that that this is not meant to deliver more than one card. It's got card service provider. That is just telling how this one card should work. Let's just see real quick. What does it look like? Okay, multiple card.view files. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try. I'm just going to see what it looks like to just duplicate. Well, we don't duplicate everything. That's the thing. We're only going to duplicate some of the pieces of it. Sorry, I recognize that I'm looking at the chat, but not everybody in the playback is going to be able to see it. So we'll try and get this set up correctly soon. Let's go right there. Okay. So that's what we're going to try. We're just going to see what happens if you've got a card.view, and we're going to rename this to card 1 and card 2, and we're just going to see what happens. So card 1 is going to say Nova Google Analytics 1. Card 2 is going to say Nova Google Analytics 2. And then we're going to look at all the different places where you need to register more than one. So this is going to be, see, this is the components being registered as Nova-Google-Analytics. So let's assume we're just going to register each one separately like this. Card 1, card 2, and then probably the service provider will have to have, see this right here, does this part, these scripts, are these going to be separate? Nope. Okay. Routes are cached, vendor. Because some of these things, like the card is named the same as the package by default. So let's just work through what we need to modify. Scroll on the service provider. Yeah, I know. But I just need to figure out which areas we need to differentiate. So, card service provider, Nova Google Analytics. So for example, like Nova Google Analytics card, I assume that I'm going to have more than one card now. So let's see if this has a reference to Nova Google Analytics. It doesn't. So how's this going to work? This is a card, but each of my cards should have a different class. How does that work? So I'm skeptical that this is going to work the way that we're all hoping it's going to. But you know what? Now, well, no, because we knew the card this way. So let's go Nova Google Analytics 1 and Nova Google Analytics 2, and maybe this is how it works. So 1, let's say it's a 1/3 width, and its component name is 1, and then 2, it's going to be a 2/3 just for fun, and its name is 2. Let's go to our service provider. Just so you all know, there's a 15-second lag between when I do something and when you respond. So things like, yes, that's right, I love it, but I don't know what you're talking about. So, all right. Hey. Okay, cool. So let's go to our Nova application. Let's npm run dev. Should just run watch. And then let's register it in our Nova service provider. And so hopefully we're going to see both of those in there. Set latency, but I set that beta option with the latency and it didn't do anything. Unless they've, but that was also when I was streaming a lot, I think 1 or 2 summers ago. So it's possible that they've fixed it, but I'm skeptical that they have. So, but if y'all have seen it actually work for anybody, let me know, and I will gladly switch to that. Okay. So this is our application now. This is Nova Package Discovery is what we were working on yesterday. So this is going to be called Nova Google Analytics 1, and then we'll have a 2. Someone said you have to have width need to be 1/3 in all components. I don't think that's true, but maybe you know something I don't. All right, so okay, cool. Well, maybe then we'll be able to get that functioning for me. But I know that I've tried it multiple times and it never worked for me. And I even contacted Twitch and stuff and they didn't fix it. So it might be one of those things where if you're a big deal gamer, you get it, but schlubs like me don't. Okay. So what are there any things in our composer JSON we need to modify? PSR auto load the source directory, service provider. Okay, cool. That's it. If you carry this right, you're gonna be tough. Wait, in what way would this right here? Oh, you mean just the fact that I'm doing it? No, that's my whole point. I want card 1 to be 1/3 and card 2 to be 2/3, just for the hell of it. Nothing to do with composer JSON. Yeah, thank you. We need to get down to the no lag, so that's something where I'm getting these tweets when or these messages before I've already finished doing the thing. Okay, so back to what we're doing. We need to composer update in here, I believe. And then I believe that's everything. Oh, no, I made you all go away. Come back. Gosh darn it. You're all gone now. Oh, well, I'll pull over my Twitch one that I was watching here. Definitely need to get this chat thing fixed. Oh, streaming more. Okay, cool. I have to hear that. Streaming a game? Streaming a game? Who wants that? There's gamers for that. I'm not a gamer. I'm useless. Okay. Uses nova.test. Let's see what we got here. /nova. And then app providers Nova Google Analytics 1 because you need to import things. For some reason, this is one of the ones where I don't want it to be imported. I actually want to do a fully qualified for these for some reason. I think it's because I always want to do fully qualified when it's not being really used. It's more being like referenced. Although this isn't being referenced as a string, it actually is being newed up. So oh well. Let's try this. Hey, 2 cards. We are good to go. Go team. All right, so let's now pull in. My guess is this is the way to do it. I've never actually used this package before, but it says to review page view and other data from Google Analytics. So I figure why not? Let's pull this one in. And we can just grab what is one of the ones that this makes as easy as possible, and then throw that in a card, and then call it good for a day. Because I don't have much time. I got another hour. So let's pull it in. Let's do a git commit real quick, which is nope, wrong one. And this is wait, why are there no? Oh, because Nova Google Analytics. Oh, I didn't actually point the plugin to our repo, so let's do that. So where was it? It was Nova Components and then Nova Google Analytics. Okay, so git init here, and then we do this one. We add the remote. Come on. Failed to push some refs. Git remote, git push. Wait. Is it because I haven't done anything yet? I wish I made an initial commit before I made changes, but oh well. Alright, take 2. Where do you get the time? I don't... Yeah, I don't really have the time, but I just make the time. So, Nova Google Analytics, we are doing it live. Let's at least go add installation instructions from our other package, which we did yesterday. I unfortunately can't navigate around GitHub without showing you all of our private packages, which I can't really do, so it's just frustrating at times. Let's go pull the README from that one, and then paste it into this one. And then we'll pull you back. I need to set up keyboard shortcuts to go to and from the pause screen. All right, so I was in Vim, was I? Man, this tiny screen thing makes it very difficult to have multiple panes. All right, so this one's called Google Analytics, and this one's going to be to-do card name here because we don't actually have cards yet. Okay. So let's actually build a card. So what's our first card going to be? It's actually not going to be named Nova Google Analytics 1. It's going to be named Nova. I hate that we prefix everything with Nova all the time. I think it's good that the packages themselves are, but I kind of don't want these individual entities to be. So let's drop Nova from the card name, and it's going to be, what's the simplest card? Hi, I'm Andrew. So let's go to the SpotC package and find the simplest possible thing that we could call. And actually, let's go to our Photoshop real quick and just say, of the things here, what's the most likely thing for someone to want to see? Well, it's probably a graph, but I feel like getting into graph territory is going to be a little bit overwhelming for today. So let's get something that's like a big friggin' number. Like, just give me a big number. Simple. That's it. Let's go for sessions. Right? I bet you this is super easy. The interesting thing is this looks very similar to the trends. So we might actually it might be worth taking a look at trends and see whether we can hack trends to pull not from Eloquent, but from an external data source. And that might actually be possible. So let's build it as a card, commit it, and then go hack around in trends if we have any free time. So we are going to make the sessions card, all right? Do you all care about page views or sessions more? Page views, page views, page views. Okay. 3 people said page views, 1 said sessions. I'm sorry, Chris BGR8, but looks like page views works. You can, in a value and a trend, you can use this value previous. I'm not sure what that means, Alex, but are you saying that it is easy using trends and those sorts of things to pull data not from Eloquent and from something else? Because if so, then there we go. All right, there you go. Page views card. All right, so we're going to name this one page views card. And I'm going to name it card because we're going to add some things here that aren't cards. You get custom numbers. Okay, great. So, yeah, I care more about sessions. I don't know why y'all care so much about page views. Hey, John. But I'm just, trying to make the people happy. All right, well, we'll build this card, but it sounds like Alex has done stuff with values and trends before. This is great. In case somebody doesn't know, I spent the whole lead up to Nova getting released building novapackages.com. So that's where all my energy has gone, which is why I'm a total noob here. But I figure my best streams are when I have no idea what I'm doing and we all discover it together, or you all help me. So let's see if that actually is useful. It means that I'm pushing out a lot less packages than I would like to, which is a little bit of a bummer, but oh well, that's life. Okay, so we are going to rename this to the page views card. All right, and my guess is we'll make some kind of parent card that basically is this right here, which is like the title, the info, some big number up from previous, whatever kind of thing. That's my guess. Look at metrics. You can manually provide a result in a previous result. Okay, well, we got 2 people who I trust saying we should make it a metric. So let's go make a metric, and I hope this does not derail us a whole bunch. Old and dumb page views card. Y'all better not do me wrong here. Serious, if I waste all my time just hacking on metrics, I'm gonna be sad. Let's call it that. I'll be sad. All right, so we need to go to our uses Nova and pull these down because they don't actually exist anymore. We're going to go make a metric. Let's do this. So let's say we're going to want to be a Nova. We're going to say art, and it's going to be Nova Metric, I think, or Nova Trend. There's two of them, Trend and don't bail on my account. Here's the docs, defining metrics. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what we want here. So, value. So the interesting thing here is this is not automatically spun up as a package, so we might actually have to take it out and symlink it. Trend is the graph, metric is the number. Yeah, metric is what we're going to do. So we're going to make a metric, and instead of new users, we're going to call it, we're just going to call it sessions. No, page views. Page views is a little clearer as an example. Okay, so interestingly, that metric did not just get created in some place that makes it really clearly, you know, like clearly ready for the package world. So we actually have to just kind of like copy it and come in here and make page, come in here and make page views metric. And then we got to change our namespace to Titan Co. No Google Analytics, and then see if this works. See if this is, if we can just like literally just take this right here and get the URI key. Okay, how many minutes the metric should be cached? Calculate count request model class. So try to figure out the simplest way to scroll to manual. Not able to use include query helpers for building your value. You may manually provide the final value of the metric using the result in previous methods. Okay, so let's try that. Page views metric. Thanks. Good catch. We're going to try this right here, and let's just see if this even works. My guess is we're going to find that there's some things we need to have done first. Among them, we should go delete this one. App Nova Metrics page views. Okay, let's go. App Nova Metrics page views. Delete it because all that was there for was to just be generated. Now let's go to our Nova service provider and let's new up one of our new page views metric. Typing is hard, especially when lots of people are watching you. Successfully imported. Okay, nothing has broken yet. Good sign so far. Let's go to our site and see what we get. Unexpected right, because I'm bad at typing. And you all are going to catch this, but it's going to take 10 seconds for it to get to me. Whoa! Hey-o! That was easy. See? I told you, Vince, you're going to catch it, but it's going to be too late. Which is why we really need to get those settings set. Okay, so we've got a metric. So now all we got to do is pull that data down from, well, also we need to figure out how to handle these drop downs, right? First of all, I'm going to just make them go away. That's the first thing I'm going to do. So let's, by default, show you page views in the last day. But eventually it'd be nice to figure out how do those things, when they're selected, come through in the request here? Like, what's that request shape like? And then, I wonder if you can like have no range. What happens if we do just say 1 day, or if we return an empty array there? Yeah, I kind of want it to just not have a range at all. Does it disappear? You guys are awesome. Go team. All right, so we're gonna say page views. I want to name it. Oh, I hope this name doesn't get built from this, because if so, then we're gonna have to rename it. Oof. I'd really like for this right here to get pulled in a way that I can customize. Can we customize things? Does anybody know whether metric cards let you customize the title? It does. Is not helpful because you're 15 seconds delayed. This Nova package, is that some kind of... No, it is not open source. Nova is a new administration panel builder from Laravel. But we can build our own packages, and then we can deliver them via novapackages.com. Okay, cool. Nice check. 5 seconds is better than 15. So, this novapackage.com is something we built. It's just a listing. Each package you have to put up in GitHub and then put up in packages, and people are going to require it through Composer. But we built this to kind of index it for people. Generates based on class name, Vince. Yeah, that's the problem. The question is there some helper here where while it generates this based on the class name, can we override it? That would be nice. I would like this not to be based on the class name, but if it is, then it is, and that's life. So let's try and figure out where this is generated, so we can even go see, because I want to know, like, well, what methods are available to me. But for some reason, this is not showing as defined. Laravel Nova metrics value must. Yeah, no. Why is it not? Maybe I need a composer install in my package. No components. Yeah, because those were just installed as dependencies in the wait, no. Okay, so it does have a vendor file. Why are we not seeing it? This must be only being used in our app. So let's go to Laravel Nova metrics value.php. Okay, here you go. And let's see if it's got any stuff in here that lets us. Glad to see you on Twitch though, Matt. For stream. Yeah. So the problem is name public attribute is a good idea, Vince. We'll try that. The problem with streaming is that, like, I could either stream and get like one package done over 5 days, or I can spend that same amount of time and push out like 3 packages. It's just way slower. Customization fields, you can add a name function. Hey, this is fields though, right? Well, regardless, we're gonna go try a name function. Let's just go try a name function and just see what happens, dude. It's faster to do it that way anyway. Well, hey, there we go. Public name or a function. Okay, public name equals GA page views. For now, we'll just name it that. Boom, go team. Look at us. Okay, so so the increases since yesterday, and so for now we're just going to say today, even though that's package gains more audience and launch stream. Yeah. I mean, I like streaming. That's why I'm doing it. But I just, it's not free to stream. It takes a lot of setup. You got to get all your stuff right. You're much less productive because you have this like tiny screen. Because in order for it to stream for y'all, my resolution is like 1/2 or 1/3 of what it normally is, but that's cool. All right, GA page views today. Let's get the numbers, and then let's get the increase. I kind of want to customize this right here, so if y'all notice that you can customize this, I want it to say 100% increase since yesterday. I'm guessing that's not customizable. So let's go pull in, well, actually, let's go celebrate a little bit. And dumb page views card. I'm gonna just delete that for now. Let's just delete that one for now. New Nova Google Analytics 2, page views metric, card 2. We don't even need these cards actually, but let's just delete them. What the heck? What the hey? No, we'll keep them around just for now. Although that means I probably should have not deleted that one. Give me just a second to get my GitHub app pointed to the correct repo so that we can actually use it. No, yes, no, yes. What the heck, we'll do it. All right, so sites uses Nova components. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to clone the repo to where it's actually going to end up being in the end. And then I'm going to symlink it over so that I have it like in its nice normal spot. So what did I just delete that I don't want to? Oh, it's an untracked file, so I can't check it back out. Oh, well. Oh, well. Oh, well. No, look 6. Yeah, definitely. Okay. After deleting those things, did I break everything? Because if not, then we're just going to commit it and then keep moving. Okay, I did not break everything, so let's do that. Let's commit it. right, and then actually, no, I think we already cloned it, didn't we? Hey, okay. All right, so since that's cloned, we can now go up here. Let's make this a little more useful. And then, oh, of course that's break things because I just deleted it. Sorry. All right, so we're going to symlink sites Nova Google Analytics to here. And then now we have, oh, except that's not right because it's Nova Google Analytics. That's the way this is expecting it. So let's just see, did that actually work? Meanwhile, I haven't had my chat up this whole time, so I'm sure y'all are telling me many things. First Laracon for me, awesome. Laracon, we say Laracon EU. Yeah, he usually releases it a couple days, either after or around 5.7, or around the Laracon EU. So it's awesome, Waypack, way to go. All right, so let's see. Does it work? All right, of course, this is not working anymore. Does it still work after what we just did? Okay, so it's symlinked in, and it's working. So let's go make an edit. I'm going to miss y'all at Laracon AU. I love Laracon AU, but it keeps happening at the same time as my son's birthday. And my rule is no conference travel, or preferably business travel at all during family birthdays. So, page use metric. Let's make sure that changes here. Propagate. Okay, and then let's make sure that front end changes here. Also propagate. Oh, nope, because we're not using any of these right now, because we're just using the metric one. Okay, so what we need to do now is basically get this kind of, get these two numbers out of the Google Analytics package. And this is going to be where it's the most interesting because we're going to need to, oh yeah, it's, well, not cache yet. We should definitely cache before we launch it. Maybe next year, hopefully next year it doesn't line up with his birthday. Okay, so calculate the value of the metric. So what we want to do is basically have a class whose responsibility is for getting all this kind of stuff. But right now we're literally just going to do a little private method that just says results, or basically page views for day. You know, writing the syntax that I want, and day, and that's probably going to be like a carbon object, I think. And then we can just say I don't know if this actually has access to it yet. I also like to test these things, but I don't know what the testing story is here, so we have to take a look at this. Yeah, I have Vim bindings in Sublime. Okay, so what we want to do is result, and then this would be basically this page views for day today, and then this would be yesterday. I think that's how it's going to work. So then PHP R's and birthday update. Yeah. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything really quick that I could hack to just prove this out before we actually go. Page views. Right. Thanks. All right. So I want to prove this out. I'm waiting to the point because I know that using a new package for the first time, it just always consumes all the time in these streams. And so I'm trying to get everything perfect before the point where I try and go hack on SpotC package. So is there anything else I would like to do before that moment? Is today return of value? Yeah. Oh, is that a thing? That's exactly what I want to do, is a quick hack. had no idea that was a thing. Very cool. Nice. So, all right, so it is functioning. So now all we need to do is, based on the day, we need to send a request out to Google Analytics to figure out what the metrics are going to be. Okay. Finally, it's time. It's time. Let's do a real quick commit. I have been kind of wasting my time not wanting to do this. Very cool. I like that a lot. So let's prep page view metrics metric for real data. All right, let's do this. On a registered service provider, publish the config file. I think we're going to have to make our own config file, which I have not looked at how to do. So if anybody is sitting in the docs, would you go look up how best to do that kind of stuff? The view ID of which you want to display data. I don't know what that means. Client secret JSON. No, I'm hoping that instead of using the JSON, we're just going to pass in the Google Analytics ID, or the key, I mean. But this looks like we're using Google's version of IAM, which I don't love at all. Oof, yeah, this is not what I wanted to do, but I think we'll probably have to. So, service account key. See, the thing is, doing all these things is what wastes all your time on streams. This is bugging me out. Yep. Yep. Yeah, back in my day, this was all a lot simpler, but Google has made things a lot more robust and IAM-like, and so let's just have it not functioning. Let's write the code that's going to work, and then I will, if we have enough time, we'll do this. That means we won't be able to test it, but what I'd like to do is actually write this non-functioning code, and then go see what tests look like. Fake it till you make it, mock it for now. Yeah, exactly. All right, retrieve visitors and page view data for the current day and the last 7 days. Okay, I don't quite want that, so let's see if there is a fetch page views without the fetch visitors, but if not, then we'll just do that. So we're going to go up to SpotC and then source, and then I bet you that the facade is going to give us this. That's my guess. Let's go see. Facade gives us Laravel Analytics, and I bet you Laravel Analytics is bound to Analytics class, and Analytics class here is SpotC Analytics. Okay, so this is what he's making that call on. So it is fetch visitors and page views. So let's just see if there's a fetch page views. There's not. Okay, so it looks like fetch visitors and page views is our best way to do it. Interestingly, we've got a period of days, so we can just say period of 1 or period of 2. I'm not sure which, and then work from that. The problem is I can't do my normal, like, well, let's just see what we get, because we don't actually have a functioning one. Because let's just say 2. So basically, to do extract last 2 days page view data from that thing. Oof, this sucks. I hope this was simpler. All right, let's look at testing Nova packages. And if there's nothing useful here, then we will go try and hack that. But you're all gonna have to sit for 15 minutes while I go get my credentials set up. Is there anything here about testing your packages? No. We can go test them. Right now, there's not a lot to test because the vast majority. Yeah, I mean, if you give me an API key for something that you don't mind us having access to, that would mean that I don't have to go hack and do that. If you don't mind, that's awesome. But if you mind, then okay. Because what I'd like to do, honestly, is I'd like to get this right here too. I'd like to go make a turn with nothing about testing. Okay, I would bet you money that at least SpotC and maybe Marcel as well have done testing in there. So let's go look at what's the most robust of the SpotC packages, and let's go to that one. It would probably be the first one he built, which was the Nova Backup Tool one. So let's go to their GitHub and see whether they have tests. Hey, look what I thought was the case. All right, so they pull in their own test case, and this right here, I would bet. I think that SpotC has a here's our basic. Sorry, not repository tool. I think they have a repo for you to use to build your Nova packages, like a Nova skeleton. And if that Nova skeleton has tests in it, here you go. That might actually be the best way to work with it. Yeah. So there's a lot of other stuff in it, but Now, this is good stuff right here. So why don't we do this? We're going to grab this version of it, and then we're going to put their we're going to put our content in theirs. Oh, perfect. Trying to decide what I think the best way is to do this. Yeah, I mean, this has been Frake's probably half-time job for a little while, for sure. So, okay. So where are we? Oh, yeah. Man, I'm really tempted to just delete everything, put theirs in, and then copy mine over from the repo. Let's at least... analytics. Okay. I'm just going to do that for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to literally just do this kind of janky and manually, and then kind of pull things back over. This isn't perfect because we're going to have to compare the hidden files. So let's go. What was this? SpotC Nova skeleton. Oh, there's no hidden files. Really? Okay. No, that can't be true because there were supposed to be hidden files. Unless do you get hidden files when you copy things? I can't see y'all again. This is driving me nuts. This is what you need. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, we don't just need this. We also need like the whole key and everything. Okay. So where were we just a second ago? I was looking to see if there were hidden files. Maybe OS X copies the hidden files over for you now. No, they just don't exist. Do hidden files get excluded from zips? Is that what it is? All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do it the correct way. I don't know the best way to send it. Really? I mean, you can send it at matt@titan.co. Maybe that's the best way. Thank you so much for getting that. Okay, so something I kind of hoped that I would have a better way of doing, but I really still don't have a great way for doing this kind of stuff. Are there any dot files that I don't want in here? Twitch has private messages too. I mean, yeah, my email's fine if you don't mind. I don't want a DS store, that's for sure. We want our get. I think we want our get ignore. Okay, so CP. I hope this doesn't blow my whole computer. -R star. I hope this is not going to break everything. Let's see what we got. Okay. But why are there no dot files? Am I crazy? Maybe, you know what? Maybe the LS that I'm using is not what I thought it was, and maybe it's not showing dot files. .get ignore. Wasn't there like scrutinizer files and stuff? Thank you so much. Y'all, am I losing my mind? No, look, I'm expecting a .editor config. I'm expecting .get ignore. Does copy not use? Oh. Star does include dot files. And that's why we should be using rsync. Thank you so much. Great point. Hopefully this is going to be good enough. Although this is going to miss it from all of the child. What? See, why are we wasting so much time doing this crap? Copy -r dot star. I'm going to try this because I'm nervous about the dot sync. You were saying no. Is that not going to work? Yeah, see, the thing is that what I've been doing is this. Don't copy dot star. Oops. Why not? Well, it worked. Oh, because of the Git repo? Yeah, I probably just totally hosed my Git, right? Okay. I hate doing this. Oh, no, it didn't do that, thankfully. Thankfully. But we're going to do something. Nope. Is that what it was called? Nova Google Analytics? I got to spell the name of my own company right. How should I get the creds? Actually, Vince, thank you, but somebody else sent me one. Foxpat did. But I appreciate you very much getting that. Okay. Let's start from scratch. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start from scratch. We're going to dump this crap. I think I'm actually just going to delete this whole repo. We're going to take the code from it. We're going to clone it back down. We're going to grab the code. We're going to start a new one from fresh. And oops, helps to pass it through cloning. And then Nova Google Analytics. Oh, our poor little symlink got totally tanked too. All right, and then we're gonna all right. So old GA is the old one. We're now gonna clone the skeleton repo, which I think we already did. Skeleton Nova tool. All right, so here's my favorite way to do this. All right, we now have our skeleton Nova tool. We now git init, and then we now grab this. Oops. Git remote add origin this, and then we're going to git push force origin master, and oh, actually, you know what? I want to make the changes real quick. Remove the section, blah, 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 blah. Okay. See, the thing is, a lot of this kind of sometimes feels like overkill to me, so I just, like, don't do it. So this is why I'm kind of, like, not wanting to deal with this right now. But I like the fact that they pulled in testing, so I'm just going to do it. And some of these I'm going to want to be Titan, but that's okay. Sorry, I know y'all are chatting and I can't see it. Yeah, I mean, the main thing, the reason we're copying folder for Nova is just because it's just so much easier than all the other options for delivering these sorts of things. Lowercase vendor. Oh, wait, no, yeah. I think that's the opposite of what I would expect it to be. I would expect vendor to be the one that's capital and namespace vendor. I'm going to say that this skeleton's probably wrong, and I'm going to try it this way, and hopefully I don't regret this. I'm so lost right now. I'm lost too, so welcome to the club. That's the thing. All these skeletons have way more than you need, which is why I don't use them. That's also why I don't use most packages. Most packages are huge overkill. Like yesterday, I was building some tabs, and someone's like, oh, use this package for tabs. And I'm like, or I could write like 5 lines of code and have tabs. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that, let's see, the thing is namespace vendor. I think namespace vendor should be the lowercase one, because you also have namespace tool name, which to me, that's like, you know, the packages repo. So I'm going to try this, and hopefully I don't regret it. Let's actually just find one instance of namespace vendor. Yeah, see, namespace vendor. So this example is wrong. So if anybody wants to go make a pull request to the SpotC skeleton, I'm 98% sure that this should be a capital S SpotC, this should be a lowercase s SpotC, this should be a lowercase tail tool. So if you go to namespace tool name, you just find it, I bet you, yeah, that's meant to be the short one. Oh, well, no. Oh, namespace. Gosh darn it. You guys were right. I was wrong. Because it's not talking about GitHub namespace. It's talking about PHP namespace. So now we have to find all instances of Titan, and then change them to lowercase Titan. It is right, I is wrong. The explanations can be clear, but oh well. All right, so this one is Titan. Oh, nope, because our namespace is Titan code because we couldn't get Titan, which makes me very sad. And then namespace tool name is going to be Nova Google Analytics. I think is what we named it. Propose install yarn production. How to pull it in? Yep, we're already doing that. This version of packages build status we don't have. Quality score we don't have. Packages, sure. Lingering colons. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Did I forget on just this one? No. Okay, just the last two? Good. Do stuff. Tool's not right. It's not a tool, but oh well. Close enough. It's not postcardware. I don't care about credits in here. We're not SpotC. License is fine. Security. Contributing.md. Changelog.md. No. Yeah, so much here. Attributions. I don't know if this is a contributing that I want, so I'm going to drop that. I don't use yarn. This isn't a tool. This is why I hate skeletons. Alright, we're getting there. It's showing Titan instead of Titan code, so I made a mistake there somewhere. Yep. All of them. We're wasting time doing things that are not interesting on a stream. And that frustrates me. I feel tired for writing that. Exactly. I'm happy this skeleton is here, but this is why I don't use skeletons. This is just so much. All right, and then we can save all, and then close all, and then just call this init commit. Exactly. All right, so we're still in the process of overwriting our old one. Git remote add origin that. Okay, git push force origin master. Overwriting the old stuff, but we still have the old stuff. OG. Okay. This is old GA, this is skeleton Nova tool. So we can require the thing there, we can do the symlink. We don't actually need any of these. The only thing we really have is just the thing in source, which is why I didn't mind doing this, because we really just have pageview metrics.php. We will eventually provide a tool, so it's fine to have that in there. Do we customize anything here? No, we did not. So, other than the fact that it now has a whole bunch of crap we don't need, we could have just extracted test stuff. I was just curious to see what was there. In hindsight, I wish I just extracted test stuff, but whatever. Whatever. It's fine. I think that was it. Just so much going on, so much going on. I'll keep Styles, yeah, or the Travis for now. Okay. Isn't that what they said it was? Composer test? I don't even know where commands like that happen in Composer, to be honest. Oh. Yeah, of course. Also, we need to rename this and symlink it in. Everybody's favorite thing to do in a stream is watch stuff install, right? Alright, so we should have nothing here because that symlink is broken. Although I can just fix it by just renaming this folder and then hopefully we'll be good. Is it? How would you pass Tommy J. Marshall? Are you the Tommy Marshall who I met at PeersConf? How would you pass additional resource model attributes as props to your fields view component? I don't know, dude. I haven't built any fields yet. Good question, but not for me. Move skeleton, Nova tool. Nice to see you again, man. All right, so what we're naming it is Nova Google Analytics. Oh, I didn't know we're not Vigit anymore. I also don't know how to pronounce that. Google Analytics. Okay, so composer test. Command test is. I never use composer test, so I don't know what that does. Okay, we got a test. These are sorts of thing. Congratulations, everybody. Yeah, sorry, I don't know about that. Okay. Finally, well, this is not correct. Let's make our metric work again. I betcha it doesn't. Right. Include failed open stream. I'm sure there's a path somewhere in here that's not the right path. Card service. Something's trying to include card service provider. It's coming from what? God, you guys. Why did I do this? Why did I just not keep it where it was before? This would be part of it. There is no card service provider. So let's do a composer.autoload here and see if that helps. Oh, composer update. Oh, Nova, Google Analytics, card service provider not found. Okay, let's just see if that helps us. Let's go close this, which is being allowed, and try and bring back our friends in the chat. Okay. Yeah, definitely made a mistake making this update. But oh well, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm being negative. Whoops. Titan Co. Nova Google Analytics page views metric not found. Okay, great. Because actually no. Did it get renamed? So the thing that said it couldn't find was Titan Co. Nova Google Analytics page views metric. I think I might have renamed it. Nope. Okay, so what's our composer.json exposing it as here? Source map to Titan. Oh. I remember what close all files. Okay, cool. And some of these we have to composer update, and some of these we don't, and I don't know which are which. So I'm just uploading everything. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so let's go see if I go to my Nova service provider and I get rid of this import. App Nova service provider? Am I in the wrong? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. I don't know, this totally threw me off. No, I should have just said, we're not worrying about testing right now, let's just go connecting. Okay, what happens now if we try to import it? Titan Co, Nova, Google Analytics, page views metric. But then it says it can't find it, right? Oh, okay, whatever, it's back. Celebrate. Good times come on. npm run watch, and then see if we can regain some steam for our last 22 minutes of this stream. While it does that, I'm going to go hide this for a minute, and I'm going to go check my email for some credentials from FoxPat. At least we think about it testing. Yeah. Okay. So check my email. Checking the email. Thank you so much, FoxPat. All right. Yep. No, I totally understand that was what the problem was, but okay. So let's see what the instructions say for what I should do with that key that I just got from our friend FoxPat while we wait for that npm run watch to work. Oh. Why? Oh, this is an error coming from the template that we don't actually even use right now. So let's go get rid of it. Some error in here. Like this. Go away. We don't need a route right now. And then we don't really need this right now. We're not using any of those things right now. So, and I guess we don't actually even need to know about npm run watch because we're not doing anything from manually generated stuff right now. We're purely just working with the metric. Okay, so let's, despite all my whining, thank you SpotC for making tools like that skeleton open source. Even if that would not be the skeleton that I like working with, I am very opinionated and whiny. So, we were going to go to their Laravel Analytics package, and we were going to look through all their stuff about where to push all this thing. Okay. The config file, we'll look for it in storage path, app analytics first. So here's the thing. I guess we just have to, in our instructions, tell people, put it here, for starters, and not let them configure it, and then see where that takes us. So let's go add a quick note to the README. That's not, this is not right. And then for now, okay, it's basically going to be okay. We're just going to put that in there for now. Now let's see if that actually works. So we're going to go to our once again, I'm going to hide things real quick. Okay, that is an actual JSON file. Let me go rename that JSON file. And this is going to be Novapat Google. Oh, I know, actually rename it to something very specific, which is service account credentials.json. So the thing I got from Novapat, I am going in, that's not Novapat, Foxpat, sorry. I'm mixing all my stuff up. I rename it to service account credentials, and then I'm going to throw it into my storage directory. So let's open up our storage directory for our uses Nova app. And then it goes in storage app something. Storage app analytics. And then service account credentials. Okay. So let's just see if throwing it in there without allowing the user to configure it is going to help. Yeah, I get it, and it's totally my fault for being whiny about that. It's just, now that we need those credentials to authenticate, it's just always going to be a little work. Oh, I actually should put the right link here, I think. Is that what you think? I think. Okay. So, you know what's interesting? We did all of that from this, what is obviously a skeleton for tools. It's skeleton Nova tool. What if they have skeleton Nova metric or something like that, or card, and it was intended to be a separate one? No. So this skeleton is for tools. I think that part of this comes from the fact that tools mean multiple things. That's why we renamed it from Laravel novotools.com to novapackages.com, because tools generally you think of as like anything. A card's a tool, but the problem is there's a tool named tool. So we choose to not use the word tool anymore unless you're talking about the tool type, because you could also be talking about a card type or a field type or something like that. Okay, Google Analytics, where were we? Now that I'm done blabbing again, we were going to go test it. Let's go test it and see what we get. See if we get the analytics for Foxpat's site. All right, so we need to, this is wrong. All right, so let's go into our page views metric, and let's see what we get now if we use this. Need to include the view ID somewhere as well. Yep, he did mention that in his instructions. Thank you. Ooh. Okay, so it's an environment variable, so we'll just, for now, we'll just tell them to set it up there. Can you give me a view ID that's going to work for yours? Also add this to the I think there's an INI formatter. I could be wrong. It's in the email. Oh, sorry. I believe you. All right, so this is going to be I hope we can come up with an easier installation story for this whole thing, because this is a little bit more work than I expect them to have to do. But again, that might just be life working with Google Analytics, and I might just be being a whiner. SpotC analytics not found. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think we didn't require it once we brought this thing back. So composer require SpotC, and then I think it's just or Google Analytics, but it's not. Composer, Laravel Analytics, close enough. My guess is because we're doing testing, that testing pulls in Laravel 5.7, and now we'll only work with packages that can handle Laravel 5.7. So I am going to just bite the bullet. I think I already have Sublime open, and I'm going to just delete some of this crap. Am I looking at the wrong thing? No, test bench. I'm going to pull up test bench, which is the whole reason we have that in the first place. For anyone who wasn't here yesterday, I switched to a keyboard with a completely different layout. Wait, why is Laravel getting pulled in if we don't have test bench anymore? Thanks, they're brown switches. I switched to new keyboard about a year ago, and it's a completely different layout. And in the last year, I've spent a lot more time leading the company than I have coding, and so it's still slow. It's really crazy. All right, I'm worried. Do we still have Laravel in there? Why is Laravel still in there? I felt like with that's weird. Composer Update should have removed Laravel Framework, and it didn't. I don't think I've seen that before. It's actually the most comfortable keyboard of all time. Your hands just fit right into it. But the layout, it's the Ergodox layout. If anybody's a mechanical keyboard geek, there's some name for it. So your control, your command, all those things, they all move to your thumbs. And then all the modifiers get moved to weird places, or all your weird characters get moved to weird places. So that learning how to use the alphanumeric characters was actually super easy. And I also write a lot. But switching to learning how to do the braces and the curly braces and those types of things you don't type very much, those are the ones where I still get stuck a lot. Well, thank you. I'm fast, but I make a lot of mistakes. And speed plus mistakes is not speed. So, okay, so now we're going to composer update and see. Oh, no, now we're going to composer require that SpotC thing to see if it doesn't conflict with that Laravel framework 5.7. Yep, okay. So that was the problem. So let's composer update here. Can we get this functioning in the next 12 minutes? Non-static method visitors and pages should not be called statically. So that I must have accidentally imported or maybe, oh, they expected me to use a facade. But that's not a facade. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to say this for now, and then we'll figure out how they actually want us to be using it later. That's weird. Oops, I didn't find it. All right, period. That's fine, because period is a funny story. The reason I keep using this find use instead of F10 is because I haven't been able to get my F-row working correctly in the last year of this. Why is it not found? SpotC? Oh, because you have to hit the save key. All right, unhandled R is undefined. This is when I'm probably going to switch over to Chrome. This is not in a call. Unhandled R is undefined. It's also just very difficult to see anything on this gargantuar screen. Hold on, I gotta pull this somewhere else so I can actually see things. All right. Unhandled promise rejection type error R is undefined, but it's compiled. Whatever it is, it's compiled. So I have no idea what it is. I was like, I don't make R. I don't make vendors variables named R. Oof, this is gross. How am I supposed to debug this? Oh, is there a die dump in there still? Thanks. You are almost certainly correct. Yeah, you're totally correct. Good catch. Thanks. I forgot that I had died and dumped instead of doing something that's more safe for Ajax. Yeah. Log info. Have the same idea. Okay. All right. So which app are we in? All right. So we're getting stuff. I'd like to have a prettier log. That's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted it. We're getting a whole bunch of entries, and each of the entries has. Let's just pull the first one off of it. then let's go make a call again and see what we get here. All right, so the first entry is an array of views. That's it. I want like high level numbers here. I don't want, this might be the wrong call on the SpotC package. There might be, oh nice. Has anybody used this SpotC package before such that they can tell me what the right call is to get really, really, really simple, like just high level page views versus like views on specific pages? Because that to me looks like that call we're getting back, and I could be wrong, is like, it feels like this is for specific pages, right? Like page title not set, page title not set. I don't want this. I don't want to know how many page titles we got, or how many visits we got for each of these pages. I want to know overall for the whole site. Yeah. I mean, I could do this custom thing, but it feels like this should not be a, okay. Turns a collection in which each item in an array holds the key. Yeah, okay, that's not what we want. Total. That's what we want. Hey, hey. When we read the documentation, we learn things. Oh, boy. Don't be like me, kids. Don't log your info when you could be using Xdebug. I'm not a role model. I'm just a man. Do the math, right? All right, so it's an array of what again? A collection in which each item is an array that holds keys date, visitors, and page views. Date, visitors. Okay, so this is a date. Oh, look, it's got pulled twice. That's what's going on. I was so confused. Okay. Date, visitors, page views, and then date, visitors, page views. Oh, okay. I think we're just getting more days than I was expecting. That's what was throwing me off. So let's just go one day, and then basically my assumption is that the first day is going to be the first day, 8/22, which is not today. Oh, so it's reverse. 8/22, and then 8/23, and then 8/24. Okay, so yeah, but I expected for 2 days, not 3. So this is not how many days including the current. This is how many days in addition to the current. So yes, my guess is that yesterday equals current or reset analytics data, and then today equals next analytics data. That's my guess for this. And then let's log. I think we can do this. This might break everything. Let's see. Dump server. Yeah, for real. Dump server would. Dump server and Xdebug would make a lot of these things a lot better. I need to get them set up on this iMac. I just got this iMac pretty recently, and so it just is very bare bones. And this is the first time where I've really run into that being a problem. But it is obviously a problem. Yeah, that's what I thought might happen. No, you know, because I want to see each separately. Okay. Why is this an array? Is it an array of arrays? Is that why I'm getting thrown off? Okay, I'm really lost here, and I think my brain is maybe just shot. So I'm gonna try this, and if anybody notices like what I'm totally doing wrong, I would love for you to tell me. it's getting called twice. Yep, that's what the problem is. So I don't want page views for day based on what I'm getting here. I really want page views for today and page views for yesterday. This is really what we want. But I don't like that because that's, well, because I'm trying to like abstract it in a way that will work later. But let's just screw that. Let's just say we're going to do a page views for today, a page views for yesterday, and then we're going to refactor the whole thing later. Why not? All right. So page views for today is going to fetch this, and then it's going to sorry, I know you probably are all talking to me and telling me things, but I can't see you right now because Twitch is hard. Yeah. That's exactly the problem. So we just need to simplify this because we've got 3 minutes, and I'd really like to get this functioning. And my brain just does. I don't have time to refactor right now, so I'm going to do the simplest possible one. So the simplest possible one is to write the really ugly thing, get it working, take a break. All right, I kind of think that I was right here. So let's make yesterday 0. Let's only worry about today. And let's say today is, let's say I was right that yesterday was the first, today is the next. And then let's just log today. And let's just see what we get. One time, simple stuff. Get that MVP working. You got it. Okay. Did I break something? Chat or something. Yeah, we're gonna do this later. Jake Bathman, who works with me, is a big Twitch nut, so I was gonna get it set up, and he just said, you know what, why don't I just get it set up for you? Okay. It's an array. The array has 2 entries, and one entry, the first entry is yesterday, and the second entry is today. So why? Oh, I think he said it's a collection. And when we send it to log, it's getting converted to an array. It's probably like a Laravel collection. Yesterday is first. God. See, I would know this if I weren't just using logs. If I had like a real log system, I would be less of a dork right now. Yeah, that's what it is. God, I'm such an idiot. Not my favorite day today. All right, so we're literally just going to duplicate this. So let's return today, because I got to go, y'all. Today, visitors. No, page views. And then let's literally copy this exact same thing, and then let's do yesterday. And if this works, we're pushing it up. It's ugly, and then we'll build on it more. Come on, somebody. Ah! It's an array. Nobody likes arrays. My neighbors, I'm sure, think I'm a complete crazy person by this point, by the way. Page views, page views. Hey, you caught me before I made the mistake. Go team! Look at us working together as a team. He says, and then he typos anyway. Oh. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. 10 a.m. It works. Holy crap. It's not a collection, it's a collection of arrays. Right in time, 10 a.m. Way to go. We did this together. Oh my crap. All right. I am drop breaking crap and hack together page views MVP. All right, I am going to, on my next call, I'm going to, while I'm talking with the person on my next call, I'm going to submit it to Packages. I'm going to put it up on novapackages.com, And then one of y'all is going to install this in the Laravel Nova app and tell me if it works. And then next time I stream, or if I can't stream, but I'll try and stream maybe this afternoon, we'll go and add some more cards and refactor that hideous class we just built. You are all wonderful humans. I love you all. I got to run. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out. Where's the bye-bye button? There's the bye-bye button.